In a dramatic turn of events, the holy city of Mecca finds itself besieged by nature's fury as torrential storms and electrifying lightning bolts lash the sacred land. Pilgrims grapple with ferocious winds, their silhouettes dwarfed by swaying electrical poles. Meanwhile, the National Met Center sounds the alarm as neighboring Jeddah battles swirling dust storms, and weather oracles predict a symphony of thunder across the region. Stay tuned as we unravel the full extent of this meteorological upheaval. Meanwhile, a hush has fallen over Islam's holiest shrine, the Kaaba, as its doors close unexpectedly, sending ripples of astonishment and curiosity throughout the Muslim world. This revered sanctuary, nestled in the heart of Mecca, beckons millions of faithful on pilgrimages each year. Yet, its sudden closure leaves a void of unanswered questions. What unforeseen circumstances have triggered this unprecedented move? What unfolds within those sacred walls that necessitates such a measure? Join us as we embark on a captivating journey to unveil the reasons behind this extraordinary event and delve into the gripping narrative that's captivating the Islamic community. In a surprising turn of events, the holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia recently experienced an intense storm, bringing strong winds, heavy rain, and lightning. This unusual weather disrupted daily life in the city, which is a central place of worship for millions of Muslims, especially during the Hajj pilgrimage season. The storm, with its strength and rarity in a typically dry climate, took both residents and pilgrims by surprise. The strong winds caused widespread damage, uprooting trees, damaging buildings, and leading to power outages across the city. Billboards, scaffolding, and even some vehicles were blown over by the force of the wind. Despite careful preparations for the yearly arrival of pilgrims, this storm showed some weaknesses in the city's infrastructure. Authorities quickly responded by sending emergency teams to clear debris and restore power. The combination of heavy rain and strong winds caused sudden flooding, making roads and paths leading to the Grand Mosque, the most important place of worship in Islam, unsafe. Lightning strikes lit up the sky, creating risks of fire and electrical damage. The tall minarets and structure of the Grand Mosque, which have lightning rods to protect them, were frequently hit by lightning. Even though the city was prepared with these protective measures, the large number of lightning strikes showed that there's always room for improvement in disaster management plans. Amidst the challenges, the community showed incredible resilience. Local officials, emergency workers, and volunteers worked hard to keep everyone safe and healthy. Pilgrims from all over the world found themselves facing not only a spiritual journey, but also the physical difficulties of the storm. Shelters were set up for those affected, and medical teams were ready to help with any health problems caused by the bad weather. The storm also had a big impact on spiritual activities in Mecca. The sudden rain and lightning disrupted prayers and rituals that are an important part of the pilgrimage. The tawaf, which involves walking around the Kaaba, was especially affected because the open area around the mosque became slippery and dangerous. Despite these tough conditions, many pilgrims continued their rituals, showing remarkable dedication and faith. Seeing the pilgrims brave the storm to perform their rites was a reminder of the strong spirit of the Hajj. In the wake of the storm, the city embarked on a mission to assess the damage and initiate recovery. The local government unveiled plans to fortify the city's infrastructure against future extreme weather events. This involves strengthening buildings, improving drainage systems, and upgrading the electrical grid to prevent outages. Additionally, there is a renewed emphasis on disaster preparedness, with plans to hold regular drills and training for both residents and emergency personnel. The storm in Mecca serves as a stark reminder of the increasing unpredictability of weather patterns, likely influenced by global climate change. As regions worldwide face more frequent and severe weather events, the importance of resilience and preparedness becomes ever more crucial. Mecca, a city of profound religious and cultural importance, found itself tested both physically and communally. The storm underscored the need for ongoing investment in safety measures and the importance of a well-coordinated response to natural disasters. Recent events have placed Mecca, the holiest city in Islam, at the heart of extraordinary and puzzling occurrences, leaving pilgrims both bewildered and distressed. These phenomena, marked by chaotic and seemingly supernatural elements, have sparked curiosity and doubt about their significance. Amid the turmoil, the Ka'bah's unwavering importance has been highlighted, underscoring its spiritual magnetism and the challenges faced by the faithful. The chain of extraordinary events began with an unprecedented storm that unleashed lightning, fierce winds, and torrential rains upon Mecca. This rare weather event, in a region typically known for its dry, arid climate, was the first sign of the unusual occurrences that would follow. As the storm raged, pilgrims sought refuge from the relentless elements. The Grand Mosque, usually a place of serenity and devotion, became a sanctuary from the storm's fury. Lightning strikes lit up the night sky with an almost ethereal glow, while the winds howled through the city, uprooting trees and causing widespread damage. The storm's suddenness and intensity left many wondering if it was a natural disaster or a sign of something more profound. Amidst the chaos, reports began to emerge of inexplicable occurrences within the city. Pilgrims spoke of witnessing strange lights and hearing unearthly sounds emanating from the area surrounding the Kaaba. Some claimed to have seen figures in the storm's lightning flashes resembling ancient religious icons or celestial beings. These reports, coupled with the already unsettling weather, fueled a growing sense of unease among the pilgrims. The atmosphere was electric with confusion as people grappled with the surreal events unfolding around them. Despite efforts to restore normalcy, a lingering sense of bewilderment colored the air. Reports of strange lights and mysterious sounds persisted, albeit less frequently, adding an aura of mystique to the unfolding situation. Scholars and theologians from every corner of the globe stepped into the fray, each offering their own unique interpretations. Some saw these phenomena as divine signs, a powerful reminder of the Kaaba's sanctity and a call for deeper spiritual dedication. Others delved into ancient Islamic texts, speculating about supernatural forces at play, echoing prophetic tales of signs heralding the end times. Amidst this swirling uncertainty, pilgrims grappled with heightened confusion and fear, exacerbated by a deluge of rumors and sensationalized stories circulating at lightning speed through social media channels. Videos purporting to capture the enigmatic lights and ethereal figures spread like wildfire, further fueling intrigue and skepticism alike. Yet amid this cacophony, voices of reason and faith from religious leaders remained a steadfast anchor. They urged pilgrims to find solace in prayer and to uphold the tenets of Islam, reminding them of the enduring strength found in unwavering devotion. Through the tumult, the enduring allure of the Kaaba shone brightly. Despite the tumult and uncertainty, pilgrims continued to flock to this sacred epicenter of Islam, undeterred in their quest for spiritual fulfillment. Their steadfast determination to circumambulate the Kaaba, offer prayers, and beseech the divine exemplified a deep-seated spiritual connection that transcended earthly challenges. In response to these mysterious events, the global Muslim community rallied in a remarkable display of solidarity and compassion. Leaders from diverse nations voiced empathy and unity, underscoring the unifying power of shared faith. Donations and aid poured into Mecca, reflecting a collective resolve to support recovery efforts and uphold the sanctity of this holy site. The enigmatic and unsettling events in Mecca reaffirmed the enduring significance of the Kaaba, as a beacon of faith and spiritual devotion. Despite the uncertainties, the sacred precinct continued to inspire awe and reverence. The resilience of pilgrims and the unified strength of the global Muslim community underscored the unwavering faith and solidarity that define Islamic principles. While the true nature of these events remains shrouded in mystery, their profound impact on the collective consciousness of the Muslim world is undeniable. The Kaaba, a timeless symbol of devotion and unity in Islam, continues to stand as a beacon of faith, inspiring believers worldwide. Recent events have sparked a renewed sense of awe and reverence among Muslims, reaffirming the Kaaba's central role despite the challenges and mysteries that have unfolded. These occurrences have ignited lively debates on faith and its interpretation in the face of the extraordinary, exploring the intricate balance between spiritual belief and rational inquiry. In the wake of unprecedented natural calamities like severe floods and tempestuous storms that have deeply impacted Mecca, the decision to temporarily shutter the Kaaba stands out as a rare and momentous step. This closure has not only intensified speculation, but has also sparked profound introspection about the significance of these events. As pilgrims and locals grapple with the aftermath, discussions abound regarding the implications of these disasters for the future trajectory of Mecca. The closure of the Kaaba, an event rarely seen in history, has spurred widespread speculation about the underlying meanings of these natural upheavals. Scholars, theologians, and everyday believers are pondering whether these events are mere acts of nature or hold deeper spiritual significance. For some, these disasters are interpreted as tests of faith, prompting reflection on human vulnerability and the call for humility and repentance. Others view them through the lens of eschatological prophecy, seeing signs of an impending reckoning. The impact on pilgrims has been profound and poignant. Many who journeyed from afar to fulfill their sacred obligations faced unexpected trials due to the closure of the Kaaba and the disruptions wrought by severe weather. Yet amidst these challenges, the pilgrims' unwavering commitment and resilience have shone brightly. Their steadfast devotion and determination to carry out their rituals, despite adversity, serve as a powerful testament to the strength of their faith. Mecca, with its rich historical tapestry and profound spiritual resonance, now stands at a crossroads of reflection and renewal. The recent trials underscore the critical need for disaster preparedness and robust infrastructure investments. They also underscore the steadfast unity and resilience of the global Muslim community in confronting unprecedented challenges. As Mecca charts its path forward, the lessons learned from these extraordinary events will undoubtedly shape its future, ensuring its role as a sanctuary and bastion of faith for generations to come. The emotional and spiritual impact of the Kaaba's closure was deeply felt, as it prevented pilgrims from completing their central religious rites. Despite these obstacles, the pilgrims' resolve and solidarity were palpable. Many found solace in communal prayers, mutual support networks, and the shared experience of overcoming adversity, underscoring the profound unity and faith that bind Muslims worldwide. As Mecca embarks on its journey of recovery, discussions about the significance of these natural trials continue to resonate. Religious leaders have seized upon these events to impart lessons on resilience, faith, and environmental stewardship. The challenges faced by Mecca have sparked broader conversations about humanity's responsibility to nature and the obligations of believers as custodians of God's creation. The temporary closure of the Kaaba serves as a poignant reminder of the vulnerability of sacred spaces to natural forces, leaving an indelible mark on the global Muslim community. It underscores the importance of readiness, resilience, and collective action in times of adversity. Mecca's experiences during these unprecedented natural disasters illuminate the deep interconnection between faith community, and the environment, imparting enduring lessons that resonate far beyond its hallowed grounds. As you may have heard, Mecca recently faced a series of natural disasters that shook the city to its core. It all began with a sudden, violent storm that unleashed torrential rains and fierce winds, leaving the city reeling. Before Mecca could recover, another calamity struck. A massive invasion of locusts descended upon the region, consuming crops and vegetation in their path. This invasion, reminiscent of biblical plagues, added a new layer of complexity to the already dire situation. The locusts not only threatened food supplies, but also disrupted daily life with their sheer numbers and relentless appetite for greenery. Farmers and residents battled fiercely to protect their lands and livelihoods from this invasive threat. The combination of floods and locusts created a perfect storm of challenges, prompting widespread speculation about their significance. Many questioned whether these events were mere coincidences or held deeper meanings. Religious scholars and theologians weighed in, suggesting these could be divine tests or reminders of humility and faith. Others drew parallels to historical and scriptural accounts of plagues, interpreting these occurrences as signs of the times. The sequence of events elicited varied responses and interpretations in Mecca. Some viewed the disasters as tests of faith, urging believers to remain steadfast and trust in divine wisdom. Others saw them as wake-up calls to address broader environmental and societal issues. The locust invasion, especially, underscored the delicate balance of nature and the impact of human activity on the environment. The floods and storms emphasized the importance of strong infrastructure and disaster preparedness in the face of increasingly unpredictable weather patterns. For the pilgrims and residents of Mecca, these natural disasters were profound and transformative experiences. The disruption to their spiritual journey, the immediate challenges posed by the disasters, and the deeper questions raised left lasting impressions. Many found solace in prayer and community support, highlighting the resilience and unity of the global Muslim community. During Ramadan, the holiest month in the Islamic calendar, Mecca becomes a bustling center of spirituality and devotion. Muslims from around the world converge on the city to participate in extended prayers and Quranic recitations at the Kaaba. This period, marked by fasting from dawn to dusk and nightly Taraweeh prayers, fosters deep spiritual reflection and connection with Allah. The sanctity of Ramadan amplifies the significance of worship at the Kaaba, making Mecca a beacon of faith. However, amidst this heightened spiritual atmosphere, there have been reports of extraordinary events in Mecca that have stirred awe and curiosity among worshippers. The journey to Mecca during Ramadan is a profoundly personal and communal experience for Muslims. While not the Hajj, it holds immense spiritual significance as believers seek purification and a closer bond with Allah. The Grand Mosque, centered around the Kaaba, becomes the focal point of their devotion. Witnessing thousands of worshippers circling the Kaaba together, their prayers echoing in harmony, is both inspiring and humbling. It is within this charged environment that many believers report experiencing moments of profound spiritual insight and occasionally witness phenomena that defy ordinary explanation. One of the most common experiences shared by those who pray at the Kaaba during Ramadan is a feeling of being surrounded by a powerful, divine presence. Worshippers describe a deep sense of peace and connection, as if they are part of something much greater than themselves. This shared spiritual energy often leads to reports of mysterious lights or sounds, seemingly coming from the Kaaba itself. While some attribute these experiences to heightened emotions and the power of suggestion, others believe they are signs of divine presence and blessing. Social media has played a significant role in recent years, spreading stories of these mysterious events. Videos and photos claiming to capture unusual lights, unexplained sounds, or other phenomena around the Kaaba are widely shared, sparking discussion and debate among believers and skeptics. These accounts, often shared with reverence and awe, strengthen the idea of the Kaaba as a sacred place and emphasize the spiritual importance of Ramadan. However, they also lead to questions and skepticism as people analyze the truthfulness and meaning of these events. Religious scholars and theologians have different views on these occurrences. Some see them as expressions of divine grace, signs that Allah is pleased with the worshipper's devotion and sincerity. They refer to Islamic traditions that describe the Kaaba as a spiritual center, a place where the earthly and divine worlds connect. These scholars encourage believers to see these experiences as confirmation of their faith and reminders of the mysteries of the divine. Others are more cautious, advising against interpreting these phenomena too literally. They remind worshippers that Islam teaches humility and caution in understanding signs and wonders, emphasizing that true faith is based on devotion and good deeds rather than seeking miracles. These scholars suggest a balanced approach, recognizing the power of shared spiritual experiences while urging believers to stay grounded in the core principles of their faith. The atmosphere in Mecca during Ramadan adds to the heightened sense of spirituality and the possibility of mysterious experiences. The city, already rich in religious history and meaning, takes on an even deeper significance during this month. The daily routines of fasting and prayer, the communal meals at iftar, and the special night prayers create a unique spiritual environment. The physical and emotional discipline of fasting, combined with the increased sense of community and devotion, often leads to moments of deep reflection and spiritual awareness. Along with the stories of mysterious events, there are also reports of miraculous healings and answered prayers. Worshippers share stories of physical ailments being cured, personal problems being solved, and spiritual questions being answered in ways that seem beyond coincidence. These accounts, shared within families and communities, further strengthen the idea of Mecca as a place where divine intervention is more noticeable, especially during Ramadan. However, the focus on mysterious events and supernatural experiences also raises important questions about faith and spirituality. It challenges believers to think about the role such phenomena should play in their religious lives. Should these experiences be seen as central to their faith or as secondary to the core practices of prayer, fasting, and living a righteous life? This balance between seeking the extraordinary and valuing the ordinary acts of devotion is a recurring theme in the spiritual lives of many believers. For the authorities in Mecca, the large number of pilgrims during Ramadan and the reports of mysterious events create both opportunities and challenges. They need to make sure the worshippers are safe and healthy, managing the logistics of accommodating large crowds while maintaining the sacredness of the holy sites. At the same time, they need to be aware of the expectations and feelings of the pilgrims, many of whom hope to experience something deep and meaningful. To address these challenges, authorities have focused on improving the facilities and services in Mecca to ensure the city can handle the large number of visitors. This includes improving transportation, healthcare, and accommodations, as well as making sure the Grand Mosque can hold the influx of worshippers. These efforts aim to create a safe and comfortable environment for spiritual reflection and worship, allowing pilgrims to focus on their religious practices without worrying about their physical needs. The combination of modern facilities and ancient spiritual traditions creates a unique atmosphere in Mecca. Pilgrims find themselves in a city deeply rooted in history, but equipped with the conveniences of modern life. This blend of old and new adds to the sense of awe and reverence that many feel when they visit the Kaaba, especially during Ramadan. The contrast between timeless spiritual practices and the constantly changing cityscape contributes to the feeling of mystery and wonder that is part of the pilgrimage experience. The mysterious events reported in Mecca during Ramadan are a powerful reminder of the enduring importance of the Kaaba and the spiritual journey that Muslims undertake. They highlight the deep connection that believers feel to this sacred site and the ways in which their faith is both deeply personal and profoundly communal. Whether seen as divine signs or simply the result of heightened spiritual awareness, these experiences add to the rich tradition of Islam and the ongoing story of faith and devotion. As Ramadan comes to a close each year, the memories of these experiences stay with those who participated, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of faith. The stories of mysterious lights, divine auras, and miraculous healings become part of the shared narrative, emphasizing the importance of the Kaaba as a center of spiritual power and a beacon of hope for Muslims worldwide. In this way, the extraordinary events of Ramadan in Mecca continue to have an impact long after the month ends, showing the enduring power of faith and the timeless significance of the Kaaba. Recent natural disasters in Mecca, like floods, storms, and locust infestations, have been interpreted by many as possible signs of the end times, as described in Islamic teachings. Both the Quran and the Hadith, sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, mention natural events and disasters as warnings of the apocalypse. The unusual and severe nature of these disasters has led to discussions and concerns among believers, making them think about the prophecies and teachings in their holy texts. This time of uncertainty and reflection is encouraging Muslims worldwide to consider the spiritual significance of these events and to prepare for the possible fulfillment of ancient prophecies. The Quran and Hadith contain many references to the signs of the end times, known as Ashad Allah, or signs of the hour. These signs include a variety of natural and supernatural events that are believed to come before the Day of Judgment. Earthquakes and other natural disasters are often mentioned among these signs. The Quran, in passages like Surah Al-Zalzala, foretells a time when the earth will convulse violently, instilling widespread fear and devastation. Similarly, hadiths recounted by Abu Huraira in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim speak of seismic upheavals and tumultuous changes as harbingers of the end times. Recent floods in Mecca have deeply unsettled many Muslims. Situated in a desert, Mecca isn't typically prone to heavy rains or flooding. However, in recent years, the city has faced unprecedented and severe rainstorms, leading to significant floods. These calamities have disrupted daily life and inflicted damage on infrastructure. Some interpret these floods as signs of divine intervention, prompting a soul-searching reassessment of spiritual and moral standings. Seeing the Grand Mosque encroached upon by water serves as a stark reminder of nature's unpredictability and the vulnerability of revered places. For many, these events transcend mere weather anomalies. They are viewed as divine messages urging repentance and readiness for the impending end times. Compounding this unease are the devastating storms that have battered Mecca with fierce winds and torrential rains. The intensity and frequency of these storms are uncommon for the region, sparking speculation about their spiritual significance. Hadith literature, including accounts by Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As in Sahih Muslim, mentions severe and abnormal weather patterns as signs heralding the hour. These recent storms, therefore, are interpreted by some as a direct fulfillment of these prophetic warnings. These natural disasters have sparked introspection and spiritual contemplation among Muslims. Scholars and religious leaders are guiding believers through these events, delivering sermons that draw from prophetic teachings to encourage repentance, heightened devotion, and moral rectitude. They stress that while the exact timing of the end times remains known only to Allah, these signs serve as reminders for believers to fortify their faith and prepare for the inevitable day of judgment. Practical responses to these events include efforts by the Saudi government and local authorities to enhance disaster preparedness and response mechanisms. These initiatives involve improving flood infrastructure and implementing more effective pest control to combat locust swarms. Such measures not only safeguard lives and property, but also reassure the populace that proactive steps are being taken to confront the immediate challenges posed by these disasters. Amid governmental and communal responses, individuals are finding personal solace through prayer, charity, and community solidarity. The emphasis on communal prayers, recitation of the Quran, and acts of kindness reflects a collective endeavor to seek divine mercy and protection. These spiritual practices are viewed as essential for navigating current uncertainties and preparing for whatever lies ahead. In essence, while these events provoke anxiety and reflection, they also unite communities in resilience and faith, reinforcing the profound connections between spiritual devotion and communal response in times of trial.